in Seattle. Today, it's an exciting battle of NFC teams between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Seattle Seahawks. Welcome, everybody. Kate Scott Brock here calling this contest for you. And right now, we're putting the secondaries on notice because we have a couple of wide receiver rooms, not just dudes, rooms that can test every level of a defense.
Yeah, it's more than just the headliner, right? We know the top options, but for these offenses, it's the depth at the wide receiver room that's such a big deal. If you overcommit to the biggest playmaker, a couple other players, well, they could hit you down the field just as easily. And with how both offenses love to mix up their routes and looks in the passing game, you better buckle up in the secondary.
Fielded at the 7. Things going well so far. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. So out come the Seahawks for their first offensive possession. And bringing them out, one of the league's best stories from last season, wasn't he? The former number 3 overall pick, coming off that career-defining year, Sam Darnold.
If we had asked Sam Darnold, coming out of USC as the 3rd overall pick in the draft, to write the story of his career, I don't think he would have written some of these chapters. But in the end, it makes you tougher. It makes you grittier. And playing quarterback in the NFL is a lot about that. Your ability to just withstand adversity and to continue to get up time after time after time. And Sam Darnold has shown that kind of perseverance.
It's a massive 35-yard pickup, first down.
I can assure you of one thing. That carry just brought some extra work in the opening quarter. You couldn't script that run any better.
At the 31-yard line.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. On with a quick pass out line. And he's tackled for no gain.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot. Second down coming up.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Out of the gun, here's Darnold. He gets it complete to Kenneth Walker. And this one doesn't go far. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. From the gun, Darnold. Pass hauled in by the rookie from Miami. And he gets this forward to the 19. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
For a Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Well, a tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. They give up the gut to Walker. No one up the middle, none outside either block, so give him just 2 yards on that carry. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Give him about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out.
That's a gain of 3.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
Darnold with it on 3rd and short. He's running for it. And he's going to have enough for the first first down, not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
First and goal. Here's Walker. And they take it across the goal line. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks finish up an excellent opening series. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. So a very run-heavy approach to this one thus far. Hard to argue with the results as they start out with a touchdown, Brock.
Yep, even in a passing league, Kate, it's how a lot of teams like to start, right? Everybody loves to think of winning the line of scrimmage. Why? Well, it sets up play action. It makes your protections a little bit easier. Win the line of scrimmage in this league, you have to win the game.
Now it's Jason Myers on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Seahawks will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Jason Myers.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. On the return, here comes Sean Tucker. And this gets out to the 30 before he stops. So here come the Buccaneers, ready for their opening drive. And at the helm, coming off a career-best performance in Year 7 here in the NFL, the #1 overall pick back in 2018 out of Oklahoma, Baker Mayfield.
There's just certain quarterbacks, the way they run on the field. You just say their name and just some adjectives and attributes pop up right away. For Baker Mayfield, scrappy, tough, a will to win. I'm not surprised at all to see himself back in the starting role. Not surprised at all to see him flourish. The dude is mentally tough, he's mentally strong, and he typically makes the most of his opportunities.
And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. 16 yards on the play. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down.
Buccaneers.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
First down, and they go right back to it. Nothing doing on the outside there. No gain on the run. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they got to tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Now here's Mayfield. Setting up the screen. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. From the gun, Mayfield. Got a man, this is Evans. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
On first down, they're going to run with Irving. Winning their full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Baker now from the gun. Brought in left side by Godwin. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25.
incomplete.
It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Buccaneer 14. And a Buccaneer first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. Love the call, Brock, but wrong situation there. The defense closes that sweep out behind the line.
It's a loss of
Hey, I love the jet sweep as much as anybody, Kate. It could be super effective, but here's the deal. Once you send that receiver in motion, well, you're doomed. Because if they bring an edge pressure or there's a blitz, there's really no stopping it. Because once that thing gets started, there's no audibling out of it.
Shotgun snap for Mayfield. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
Kate, I think that's a little taster, a little entree of what's to come for this wide receiver. He's going to have to make some plays into some contested coverages, and he couldn't do it right there.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Mayfield now from the gun. Here's a lob deep down the middle. We'll put way too much on that one, Brock. Over the end zone and out. And we're seeing this more and more these days, mixing some deep looks into that opening script, Brock. Test all levels of the secondary. They held up there.
Yeah, and it's not going to be the last time this defense will be tested. This group likes to push the ball down the field. They answered the call that time.
A 44-yard attempt.
The kick by McLaughlin is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
They were able to answer a score with a score. Maybe not to tie the game, but to certainly turn some of the momentum.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Here's a return from the 7. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Seahawks taking the field for their second possession. Their last drive contained a heavy dose of the ground game, a little old-school dominance on the way to a touchdown, Brock. Let's see if they stick with it or if they go aerial this time around. Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Now Darnold off the play action. Searches from the pocket. Can't connect on the short throw. It's incomplete.
Hey, Kate, you know that line, time is of the essence? It certainly is in the pocket. Not enough time there to let that play develop down the field, and the two were not able to reel it in.
2nd and 10, still at the 28. Quick hitter. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Darnold now to throw. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
He'll have this fair catch right along the 25. Tampa Bay sending its offense out. Their second drive coming up. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Mayfield now off the play action. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. Tried getting it to Emeka Egbuka, and now it's 2nd down.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Second down, Mayfield to pass. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Now Mayfield. Evans brings in the slant. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Mike Evans. An 8-yard pickup. 1st down, Buccaneers.
Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit. And you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. Now I'm hungry. New set of downs for him at the 38. Here's the give to Irving. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. Second and 6 coming up here. From the 43. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. That's good for 7 yards. And that's good enough for a Tampa 1st down.
As a quarterback, when you throw that curl route, you know it's a tight window, Kate. But the minute that DB turns and can't react to the throw, you put it right on your receiver's numbers. He comes back and gets it and moves the sticks.
1st down. Here's Baker. He's got Evans once again. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
It's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Going with Irving here. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Give him 3 on that game. And that's good for a Buccaneer 1st down.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a 1st down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And they make the stop after giving up 6 yards. Good run on 1st. It's 2nd down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Right back to Irving now. Room to run inside the 20. And finally, he's down at the 5-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
You know he'll never shy away from embracing contact on the play right up the gut. But come on. You know getting that toss in the open field is so much more fun. And on that play, well, certainly more exciting for all of us to watch too.
1st down from the red zone. Seahawks bringing the pressure, and they got him. And it's That's step one towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. Second and goal coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate. When you put the ball in the air, how many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't, they call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
Second and goal, back to all the way up to the 14 here. Another try following the sack. Gets it to him on the screen. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Big play for this offense. It's third and goal. Mayfield to throw. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! The Buccaneers hold a slim 2-point lead early. Mike Evans with the touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
On is Chase McLaughlin for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Buccaneers push their lead to 3.
Seahawks 7.
McLaughlin has it on the team, and he's ready to send this flying. Returning it from the 4. He stopped on the run back of the 27. The Seahawk offense taking the field now. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10. Play fake, Darnold. No one open, so he chucks this to another county.
Sideline and incomplete. He was covered by Antoine Winfield.
They'll try something else from the 27 this time. 2nd and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Darnold. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw it with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
Throwing is Darnold on 3rd down. Rookie, and he'll go down. The Bucs brought pressure and got him. It's the exact opposite of what this offense needed. They now face 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Even from the booth, Kate, I could hear it. I could hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasted no time in getting that sack.
So another punt coming up. Michael Dixon back out there. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. Fields this clean at the 30. And and it ends up a good return for them, up past their own 40. Time for us to get another look at this Tampa Bay offense. They were able to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone, but the work, well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate, from our years together of doing this. I'm a firm believer of call it till they stop it. It doesn't mean you have to innovate right away. Call the same plays until they stop them, because they proved last drive they couldn't.
Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Mayfield set to pass. Right side hauled in by Godwin. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Down, Buccaneers.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Quick throw to the left is complete. Short pickup on the play to about the 40. Tackle made by Ernest Jones. And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the first quarter. Scoreboard shows 10-7. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Buccaneers football as we begin. They'll begin the quarter with 2nd and 8. Here's Baker to throw. Completed over the middle. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. That's a pickup of 9. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
They've got first down from the 31. Irving on the counter. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be 2nd down.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Mayfield. Catch made left side by Ibuka. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. Right side, this is Ibuka. And they're going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers make it a 9-point advantage. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right, when you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw it underneath and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
McLaughlin attack on the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Buccaneers make it a 10-point ball game.
17. Seahawks 7.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. He fields it from the 8. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Seahawks are headed out, and we'll see Kenneth Walker. That score made it 17-7, but they can cut it back to a 1-score game here. Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And his charge towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. But that's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Running with Walker again. And that plunge is going to garner a couple of yards. And a play made by Jacob Parrish.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Donald with it on 3rd and short. And he'll go down. The Bucs brought pressure and got him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
Michael Dixon on the punt. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. He signals for the fair catch and brings it in. The Buccaneers and Bucky Irving ready for their next possession. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, I'd expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much, those back and forth adjustments on the sidelines. And can this offense do what it did a drive ago? And that is stay one play ahead of their defensive foes.
Bucs to the line. 1st and 10. We give to Irving to start this drive. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Once again, Irving. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would have.
New set of downs for him at the 38. He got him the 1st, now Irving on 1st. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's good for a Buccaneer 1st down.
And a Buccaneer 1st down.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
1st down throw here, Mayfield. He can run it. And he's stopped as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Tampa
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Irving on the inside give. Some good running here as he gets him 7 on that 1st down carry.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. On the give, this is Irving. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule?
1st down,
That was it.
Offense set for a 1st and 10. Baker now from the gun. And he's got it. It's in close. And that's a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers make it a 16-point ball game. Now the second time we've had the privilege of calling a touchdown pass to him in this opening half, Brock, and you're starting to get the feeling that he isn't done yet.
Well, but defensively, Kate, you got to do something different. It's kind of like a pitcher who gives up a home run and then a second home run to that same guy. You are not going to give him a pitch to hit, and this defense has got to start taking this receiver away.
McLaughlin to tack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers take a 3-possession lead.
Seahawks 7.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks start headed out, and we'll see Kenneth Walker. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10. Drive begins with a Walker run. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Now Donald off the play action. That is rejected at the line, as we say in hoops. Got a hand in the passing lane up front. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. From the gun, Donald. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
Seahawks bring it out the punt team. Michael Dixon will kick it away. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. The Buccaneers and Bucky Irving ready for their next possession. And that front is really going to need to buckle down and provide some more opposition because he's gotten off to an excellent start here. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Drive begins with a run by Irving. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Run lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Mayfield now from the gun. Got a man, this is Evans. And he has it right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. He gets a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
And a Buccaneer first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Motion man left is Egbuka. 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. He's going to tuck it and run. Now hit. Mayfield loses the ball. Well, it looks like the Buccaneers made a heads-up play. Got on top of that one for the recovery. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock, but now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make him bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Shotgun handoff to Irving. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
18-yard line. It's a gain of 6. First down, Tampa Bay.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Short side option here. He's running left. He's going to haul it in for the Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers could push this to a 4-score game as they take a 23-point lead. Baker Mayfield, the touchdown. His 4th total score of the game. Well, we all knew somebody was running with it there, and when the defender started flowing towards the back, he made the right call that he would be the one to run it in.
Yeah, he sure did. I think if he hands that off, this play does not end in a touchdown, but in a collision for his running back.
Yeah.
So not only is that running back thinking his quarterback, the rest of the guys are celebrating for that decision.
McLaughlin tacks on the extra point. And the Buccaneers make it a 24-point ball game.
Seahawks 7.
McLaughlin has it on the team, and he's ready to send this flying. Fielded at the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Seahawks start headed out, and we'll see Kenneth Walker. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. He finds Smith and Jigba right side. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
That's good.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
1st and 10, Darnold. And here's a screen now for Walker. And he works it forward to the 43-yard line. Stop that time by Jamel Dean.
2 yards.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break out something big and substantial. but it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. From the 43. Hits his running back. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it sets up Seattle with first down.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once. I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
Crosses the 35, room for more. And he's all the way down to the 32-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
Out of bounds at the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Second and 3 now. They'll run. First give to Zach Charbonnet. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
That's another
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain. Not a game-changing play by any means. But one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
We're at the 2-minute warning now from Seattle. It's the Seahawks, who have first and 10. Now Darnold. Coming deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And it's a turnover. The defense has it. Good defensive effort here. Drives them back across midfield onto their own side.
You know, Kate, defenders today are top. Don't just go get the sack. Go get the sack and the fumble. It's become an art form. Making that strip sack, and that play was a masterpiece.
The Buccaneers and Bucky Irving ready for their next possession. It sure seems like they've been able to score every time they've touched it this quarter, Brock. So high hopes again for this upcoming series. First call here coming from the shotgun. Throwing now, following the turnover. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to be sent out of bounds just after he crosses the 35. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns. He puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
First down, here's Baker. Finds him over the middle. Again, he's got room. And they're going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers boat racing them to the halftime locker room. And that, Brock, I know you're keeping track, but just in case our audience isn't, his 4th first-half passing touchdown. At the pace he's on, this would be a new record if he has a second half to match this one. McLaughlin to tack on the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Buccaneers continue piling on to this lead.
Seahawks 7. Chase McLaughlin.
McLaughlin has it on the team, and he's ready to send this flying. Fields this one at the 3. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Seahawks take over.
The Seahawks start headed out, and we'll see Kenneth Walker. They watch their fumble turn into points, so feeling maybe a little bit of an urge to make up for that now in this series. Offense emptying the backfield as they come up here. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Darnold. That's taken in by Cup. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
I'm not going to lie, I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 31. Thrown for his running back, but he comes up empty, incomplete, and now they're facing 3rd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Darnold looking to throw. Passing struggles, bleeding over from that last play. He's forced to get rid of this one.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on 3rd down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series and don't put the ball in harm's way.
They're going to bring on Dixon to boot this one away. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Buccaneers and Baker Mayfield ready for this next possession. And he sure has put on that chef's hat to dice up their defense early in this one. Quite the appetizer that he's prepared to what could be a great overall performance. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. Short pass brought in. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. From the 36. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
A gain of 7. 1st down, Buccaneers.
So we've reached halftime, Brock, in a lopsided contest so far. Let's hear what Scott Hansen has to say. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen here, and you never know what you're going to get in the NFL. Sometimes it goes down to the wire. Other times, it's blowout city, like what this game is shaping up to be. But hey, anything can happen, so let's go to the 2nd half. Send it back out to our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thank you, Scott. Great work there. We, on the other hand, didn't have a great first half. Here's hoping things get a little bit closer this time around as we get set for quarter number 3. Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Johnson with a return here. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Buccaneers getting their offense set to go to begin the 3rd. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. Baker now off the play fake. That's caught. It's Cade Otton. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down.
Kid, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've repped over the week during practice. They're both quarterback and tight end went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, I hope we have just a little space to operate. That play-action works beautifully, and the tight end, the beneficiary.
And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. From the 47. This is hauled in by Allen on the right side. And he'll manage what he can up to the 48. Devin Witherspoon there on the stop.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
He's running for it. And he is brought to a stop after he found plenty of room there to run.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. A gain of 29 yards. And the Buccaneer first down.
I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
And they corral him after a minimal gain to the 21. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. From the 21. Great coverage all the way to the sideline. They're on him to end that quick pass before he can get vertical.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
The Hawks dialing up the nickel D here, 3rd down. Here's Baker. Dumped off to his running back. And he hits a wall at the line and goes nowhere.
Not terribly complicated on this one, just not the 3rd down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently, little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
On 4th down, the Buccaneers trying to put 3 on the board with Chase McLaughlin. Made his first one. This is a little over 40. The kick by McLaughlin is good. And the lead continues to grow and grow.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Here's a return from the 7. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. The Seahawk offense ready to get going once again. And they're going to need to play for pride or for something to build on for next week, Brock, because this game seems out of reach, even though we've got a full quarter still to go. Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10. aggressiveness from this defense.
I'm going to guess at some point, whether it's in the huddle or over there on the bench on the sidelines after this drive, QB is going to go apologize to that running back. He just ran him into one heck of a negative play.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Darnold. Hauled in by Arroyo on the right side. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
Well, there's a time to be a little finessey with the football, put a little touch on, and then there's time to put your arm into it and let it eat. Throw it right through your target's chest. This one, well, that one right there was the latter. Smart to make a fastball zing in before anyone could undercut the curl route.
Throwing is Darnold on third down. Can't find anyone open. He's forced to throw it away. Looking for his wide receiver there. Fourth down coming up.
It has been a tough slog for them to keep up at any point in this game. And failing to convert on that third down, yet another symptom of the overall illness of the day.
Their punter making his way out now. And this is the 5th time he's been called upon today. Fair catch hauled in at the 18-yard line. The Buccaneer offense back out for another series. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Irving here from the gun. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Baker now from the gun. He'll try and run this. And this play reaches the 35 before he comes to an end. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
A gain of 14. First down, Buccaneers.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Play action. Here's Mayfield. Right side, hauled in by Godwin. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 36-yard line.
Eight yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this second down. Straight ahead, it's Irving. He locates a couple of yards through that chaos. Tackle made by Jaron Reed.
Down at the 39-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Defense too much. The Seahawks drag him down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Well, partner, I think this defense had enough. This QB has been getting out of the pocket and doing damage with his legs, but not this time. Great pursuit, great effort, and they're able to wrap him up for the sack.
Bucks getting set up to punt now on 4th down. On comes Riley Dixon. And he wasn't needed at all in the first half, partner. This is going to be his first punt. Fair catch called for and made just outside the 20. Now Seattle all set to go here on offense. And they take the field feeling pretty beaten down with how this one's gone. Even if they're keeping their heads high, Brock, not a whole lot they've been able to do so far.
Yeah, in these moments, I think of golfers, right, in a tournament. They don't want to look at the scoreboard. They don't want to see how much they're down. They just want to take it shot by shot by shot. It's exactly what this offense has got to do.
First and 10, Darnold. It's his target, that's Torrey Horton. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Now an inside give to Walker. They'll cobble together a yard there. Not able to get away from the big Vita Van.
At the 29-yard line. A gain of a yard on the play brings up 3rd and 4.
The Buccaneers add another DB. 3rd down coming up. From the gun, Darnold. That's caught. Here's Arroyo. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Walker now from the gun. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
When one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Darnold. He's going to keep it this time. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
He made something out of that play for them. Everyone's so concerned with defending the pass, they didn't quite keep tabs on what he was doing as a QB, and it gave him just enough room to run.
And for the Buccaneers, it's a nickel look. 3rd down coming. Now Darnold. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks, well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
Waste of time. Punt team on the field. And this is going to put him up to 6 punts today. Fair catch made a little beyond the 20-yard line. The Buccaneers and Baker Mayfield ready for this next possession. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Mayfield now off the play action. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And some excellent work to drive them all the way out past the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the first.
I can promise you, that was the goal from the moment he took off. He kept his eyes locked on the chains. It's almost like he had a spidey sense. He knew exactly where to get in order to move the sticks and get that critical first down.
On first down, they're going to run with Irving. So call it a half dozen on that run, Brock. It's 2nd down.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Right back to Irving now. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a first down, that's a bonus.
New set of downs for him from the 46. First down, here's Baker. Evans brings in the slant. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
First down, Buccaneers.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
They're set up at the 35 now. First down, looking to throw. Mayfield. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So that brings up 2nd down.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mayfield has him on the quick hitter. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. While that play was going on, we see that one of their teammates shaken up on the play. Not quite sure what happened, but they're out there to tend to it. Seventh play of the drive, offense facing 3rd and 3. Sticking in the air, here's Mayfield. And it's complete, this is Nguka. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
All set up now for 1st and 10. Throwing again, it's Mayfield. And they're going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers keeping the pedal floored and adding 6 more. And that is his 4th touchdown reception of the game. And if you wonder how rare that is, only a couple of active players have ever achieved it in their careers, and it's been done less than 50 times in league history. McLaughlin to tack on the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Buccaneers grow their lead yet again.
Seahawks 7.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Return starts at the 3. This makes it up to the 25. The Seahawks are headed out, and we'll see Kenneth Walker. And they'll try for better results this time around, Brock, after they had to punt it away last time out. Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Hauled down by Christian Izziet.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
The 27-yard line.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Now Darnold off the play action. He's stepping up and takes off with this one.
Well, this is in every quarterback's tool belt, even the ones not regarded as the best movers and shakers. But, Kate, to play QB in the league today, you've got to be able to do this. If you've got nobody open, still get some positive yards with your legs.
The Buccaneers add another DB. 3rd down coming up. Out of the gun, here's Darnold. He's got his man. This is Walker. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Darnold looking to throw. Short pass brought in. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Walker off his own read. And he's right near that 1st down marker as the stop is made at the 48. Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's the Seahawks who have possession. They've got a lot of work to do, Brock. They are in a massive hole. Third down, 1 yard to go. He'll try to do it himself. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the first.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. They kick the running back in motion. Here's Darnold, 1st and 10. The throw left side, caught by Smith and Jigba. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
To Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the Buccaneers' 42-yard line.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 42. Connects on the crosser. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Walker on 1st down. Pushing for the red zone. And he's going to get it down to the 18-yard line. They'll get 18 yards there. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
All right, I'll set up now. 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Looking, pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack drives him in the wrong direction, partner, ahead of this 2nd down.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
After the sack, could really use a big play here on second down. It's 2nd and 15. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Trying again, following the sack. Connection made to Smith and Jigba. And boy, they made a challenge for that first down. They got very close, picked up 14. Now it's 3rd and short.
A gain of 14 yards brings up 3rd down.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable in an incomplete.
Jason Myers out there now to try and field goal for the Seahawks on 4th down. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. Myers' kick is good. And Brock, I'd say that's more of a moral victory than something that's really going to affect the deficit much.
This is a case of, well, just get what you can on the way out the door, Kate. It's already out of reach. Just take the 3, let your kicker get some points, and make it a hair closer in the box score.
Jason Myers.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Johnson now on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Following the kick return, we've got somebody shaken up, so we're going to get a stoppage here as he's attended to. Bucks to the line. 1st and 10. They give to Irving to start this drive. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. 24-yard gain on the play. And
those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on a broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. First down, and they go right back to it. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Baker now off the play fake. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. That'll go for an 18-yard gain, and that's good for a Buccaneer first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Baker. Gets it to him on the screen. Jukes his way into the clear. And he's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or two short of the 25.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
On 3rd and 2, here's Mayfield. Complete beyond the marker. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. They give for the first time to Rashad White. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
The tackle by Leonard Williams. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 14-yard line.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Irving on the inside give. And that one doesn't get him much. Give him maybe a yard. It's 3rd down.
Brought down by Kobe Bryant. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And now a 4th down staring right at him.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a 1st down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
The kick by McLaughlin is good. And they didn't even need those points when you look at how impressive that lead is.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
McLaughlin has it on the team, and he's ready to send this flying. Fielded at the 7. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Seahawks start headed out, and we'll see Kenneth Walker. And his production is carried over into this 2nd half. He keeps on running well, even with the workload they've placed upon him. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. From the gun, Darnold. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Cooper Kupp, the intended receiver. And now they face 2nd down.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
On 2nd and 10 now, Darnold. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. Trying to find his tight end. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
Throwing is Darnold on 3rd down. He puts some air under it deep down the left. That one's cut at the 10-yard line. And it'll be 1st and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. You see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
1st and goal. Here's Walker. And he's in for the touchdown. The Seahawks making the scoreboard look a touch better. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Myers to add the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Seahawks cut into the lead by another point.
Buccaneers 51, Seahawks 17.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff.
To kick off for Seattle.
Johnson with a return here. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
First and 10.
The Buccaneers and Baker Mayfield ready for this next possession. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Irving. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this, it's over. Over.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Once again, Irving. Again, he's taken down right at the line. Same guy, same call, same result. And now it's 3rd down.
No gain on the play.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? Mayfield now from the gun. That heater is going to fall to the turf. Not on the same page with his tight end. And that brings up 4th and long.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. The Seahawks offense running out now. And scoring hasn't been the issue for him, Brock, but it has been impossible to hold pace with the offense on the other side of this football field.
And we know they can't get this all back in one play, but they better do it with a sense of urgency.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Darnold now to throw. To the left, he's got Arroyo. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 38. Here's a screen now for Walker. Continuing to move past the 45. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
1st and 10, Darnold. Can't connect on this one. A rare miss. Been thrown for him all game, but this one didn't work out. It's 2nd down.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. And again, it's Darnold. Finds him over the middle. And he's brought to a stop after he found plenty of room to run.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, here's Darnold. Couldn't find a completion on first down. He was looking for Cooper Kupp. So it's second down coming up.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Still working from the 30 as they line this up, second and 10. He'll throw it yet again. He keeps it and takes off.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Seventh play of the drive. They've been moving it well. This is 3rd and 6. Darnold. And he'll go down. The Bucs brought pressure and got him. And this defense makes the stop in a big way to bring up 4th down.
Let's be real clear. There is nothing lucky about number 7 at all for this quarterback. The 7th time he's been taken to the ground for a sack. This defense, they made adjustments. They're incorporating a variety of different looks and blitzes, and it just seems like, Kate, constantly they are a step ahead of whatever this offense is trying to do to protect this quarterback.
Jason Myers out there now to try and field goal for the Seahawks on 4th down. Needs a good amount here, too. 51 yards away. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And Brock, I'd say that's more of a moral victory than something that's really going to affect the deficit much.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. Second time they brought him out for a field goal, and second time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field. That's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff.
Kickoff for Seattle.
Johnson now on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Tampa Bay ready to head out to the field. They didn't add to their lead last time out, so they punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. First call here coming from the shotgun. Shotgun handoff to Irving. Small gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive.
The Tampa ball carrier. He's brought down at the 31. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Straight ahead, it's Irving. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
An 8-yard pickup. And a Buccaneer first down.
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Seattle. Buccaneers coasting to the finish line. New set of downs for him at the 38. Going to the ground again on first. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down.
These running backs love getting into the open field, and the best of them, they're not even looking at the man right in front of them. They're looking at that next level to get a chunk run like that.
On the give, this is Irving. Finds a nice lane there, and that's good for 6 yards.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Second and 3.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Irving on the counter. Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage, so 3rd down now.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. So it's a win for the visiting Buccaneers. And if we're honest, Brock, you and I could have been making dinner plans well before this one wrapped. An absolute show of force to win this one by the margin they did. So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Buccaneers winners as we say so long from Seattle.